told us we were up against the world, being pretty little girls. I never gave it a second thought. I figured things had settled by now. I'd work hard, didn't see how I could be defined by a survey. That was until the day I walked into a business place, excited to start.
Every single day we sacrifice just as much as the men. We work just as much. We endure just as much physically and emotionally.
Yes, the EPA, or the Equal Pay Act, is a federal law that was enacted in 1963, so more than 50 years ago. And that Equal Pay Act in 1963 firmly established that it was unfair for men and women doing the same job to be compensated differently. So yes, an employer that would be paying a man and a woman differently for doing the same work would be in violation of the Equal Pay
What do you
Act.
think this? Like, do other laws also prohibit the discrimination?
There's a number of laws. I'm not a labor attorney. I'm not actually an attorney at all, but there are a number of labor laws, union laws, and others that would support that same equal pay requirement. As recently as 2009, former President Barack Obama established the Lilly Ledbetter Pay Act. And that really established that women had a right to compensation should they be able to effectively challenge unequal pay in the workplace.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, accompanied by Mrs. Lilly Ledbetter.
The bill that was signed into law, it will allow people 180 days from the time they learn basically that they're being discriminated against to file their charges with the EOC.
This is a wonderful day. First of all, it is fitting that the very first bill that I signed, the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Restoration Act,
Push myself, never one says for her. She to solve the problem. Got the best figures on the floor, kissed up to the boss.
that it is upholding one of this nation's founding principles, that we are all created equal and each deserve a chance to pursue our own version of happiness. It's also fitting that we're joined today by the woman after whom this bill is named. Someone.
Okay, where a man earns more money than the woman, is it fair?
Not in the eyes of the law. I would imagine fairness, like so many other things, is in the eyes of the beholder, and a man could make a case that says it is fair if he has a wife and 5 children and needs more money. And it could make an emotional case that would say, I need more money than maybe a single employee. But that would be only an emotional case and one that would not stand up in law.
What can a woman do against the wage difference?
A woman can use her voice. A woman can and should use her voice. The law is on her side. So she should be not afraid to speak up when she may be one of the thousands of women in the workplace that are making on average 80 cents on the dollar to their male coworkers.
Hey, I've worked for you a long time and I'm paid less than Robin. Same job, same employer means equal pay for men and women.
No time for jokes, Batgirl.
It's no joke.
The people that will oppose this proposal will most likely be business owners, and that they do not want to pay an equal amount of money to the women that do the equal amount of work because they most likely need more time off, and that they do not work as hard as men do. The government should enforce the EPA law and make it strict stricter for businesses so that women can get their equal pay for the equal work they do.
I think if a woman can do exactly what a man can do, that she should be paid the same money as he.
You know, I think that's really unfair, as women are paid about 70 cents on the dollar according to men, and that shouldn't be a thing because they're doing just the amount of work.
I think it's outrageous. I think that they should get the same amount of pay as the men do. And why wouldn't they? They work just as hard, if not harder.
I think that's atrocious. Women can do everything men can do. We should be paid the same amount of money.
I think it's wrong, and I think women should be paid exactly the same as men. Exactly the same. Exactly.
Looking for applause or an excuse for sabotage. I'm just looking for my break.